Today, I am going to tell you a story about courage, faith, and wisdom. This story is found in the Old Testament, in 1 Samuel 17. The main character is a young shepherd named David, who faces a giant warrior named Goliath. The story takes place on the battlefield between the Israelites and the Philistines. The Philistines had sent out a giant warrior Goliath. He was about 9 feet tall, wore bronze armor, and carried a massive spear and shield. Every morning and evening, for 40 days, Goliath would come out and challenge the Israelites, mocking them and demanding that they send out a champion to fight him. However, every man in the Israelite army was terrified by Goliath's size and strength, and no one dared to face him. In this tense moment, our hero David steps onto the scene. David was a servant of King Saul of Israel, coming from a modest family as the youngest son. When his father Jesse sent him to the battlefield to check on his brothers, who were fighting in the war, David was just a shepherd boy. When he arrived at the battlefield and heard Goliath's taunts, he became very angry. He volunteered to fight the giant. Although King Saul and the others thought David was too young and too slight to fight Goliath, David was confident that God would help him defeat the enemy. He told King Saul, "Your servant has been keeping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth." He believed that just as God had helped him defeat the lion and the bear, God would help him defeat Goliath. The time for a battle arrived. David refused the armor and weapons Saul offered him, and instead took his shepherd's tools, a staff, a sling, and 5 smooth stones. He approached Goliath, facing the giant directly. David said to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." The battle began. As Goliath moved closer to attack him, David quickly took a stone from his bag, put it in his sling, and hurled it with all his might. The stone struck Goliath on the forehead, and the giant fell to the ground, dead. David then ran over, took Goliath's sword, and cut off his head. David's victory was not just a triumph in battle, but a triumph of faith. His courage and trust in God inspired the Israelites, who then pursued and defeated the Philistines. This story shows how the weak can overcome the strong through faith and courage, becoming a symbol of belief and bravery. The story of David and Goliath has been told for centuries and has inspired countless people. It teaches us that no matter how great the challenges and difficulties we face, with faith and determination, we can overcome any obstacle. This story is not only one of the most popular in the Bible, but also one of the most influential legends in world literature. Thank you for listening to the story of David and Goliath. I hope it inspires you to face any challenges in your life with the same faith and courage. If you enjoy my Bible stories, please subscribe to my channel, AISEL 117, so you don't miss any more live storytelling.